Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's podcast session. We are delighted to have a very special guest with us, Ms. Srushti Goriwale, who will be sharing her insights on an important educational concept, David Ausubel's verbal learning theory. This theory has significantly influenced modern teaching practices, especially in promoting meaningful learning over rote memorization. Shushti, we are excited to have you here. To begin with, could you help our listeners understand the essence of this theory?
Thank you so much for the warm introduction. I'm really glad to be here. David Ausubel verbal learning theory primarily focuses on the idea of meaningful learning. According to Ausubel, learning becomes truly effective when new information is connected to what the learner already knows. So instead of only memorizing facts mechanically, learners should understand the concept by relating them to their existing knowledge that they have in their base in their brain. So this process not only enhances their comprehension but also makes learning more long lasting and useful so that they can retain it for a very long time.
That was
So for
very
example,
interesting.
if a person for a person having a knowledge of something that he or she has learned in his primary standards, and if we ask him the questions related which are interlinking or connecting to the studies or the subjects or the topics that he had been learning in the previous standards, then he may link that with it, and the knowledge will sustain for a longer time better than just rote memorization. Knowledge will be more retained in the child's mind.
That was very meaningful, whatever you explained with the example. In today's educational system, rote learning is still quite common. Teachers often give encouragement to rote learning or rote memorization. So, how exactly does Ausubel's theory differ from rote learning?
That's a great question. So, rote learning involves memorizing information without truly understanding it. So, the students actually doesn't know what he's reading or learning, but he's just rote memorizing it just to get it on his tongue. So, like students may be able to recall facts temporarily, but they often struggle to apply that knowledge in real life situation. So, on the other hand, Ausubel said strongly that advocates for meaningful learning, where learners actively connect new information with the prior knowledge. So, this connection helps in deeper understanding and better retention and the ability to apply that concept effectively. So, while rote learning is only above the surface level, and meaningful learning is deep and conceptual, which retains in the child's mind for a longer period.
So you mean that uh, basically rote memorization is just to get just to learn the answers to get good marks. So this should be avoided as per Ausubel's theory.
Absolutely. That's the core principle of Ausubel's theory. So the goal is not just to store information, but to truly understand it. So when learners grasp the meaning behind the concept, they are more likely to remember and use that. So basically, if you know something betterly, you'll be able to apply that and you'll be able to answer it, right? So knowledge in different contexts helps the child to answer at the appropriate time. So this approach ultimately leads to more effective and lifelong learning.
Okay, that was very interesting. You also mentioned an important term earlier, cognitive structure. Could you explain what that means in a simple way?
Of course. So basically, cognitive structure refers to organized knowledge that the learner already exists in his mind. So think of it like a mental framework where information is arranged in a structured way in their brain. So the structure is usually hierarchical, like broad general concepts are at the top. More specific details are placed underneath. When new information is introduced, it gets linked to the existing framework, and this creates a chain. So this process makes learning meaningful because the new knowledge doesn't stand alone. It becomes a part of a bigger understanding. So it's like a connecting link, like a junction. So if a person is having a basic general knowledge about a particular topic, when we specify more detailing about the topic, the child connects that like a linking chain, and it creates a junction so that the child remembers that, oh, this is related to that topic, and this is what is relating to the another topic here. So it creates a chain in the child's mind, and it's get linked.
That clearly shows how important prior knowledge is in learning. Very well explained, Srushti.
Exactly. In fact, Ausable emphasized that the most important factor influencing learning is what the learner already knows. That's why teachers should always try to understand students' prior knowledge before introducing any new topic in the class. So when teaching connects with what students already know, so learning becomes more effective, engaging, and interactive.
Okay. Another concept often associated with Ausuble's theory in some assumption related topic or some assumption theory. Could you explain what that involves?
Yes, definitely. So subsumption theory is actually the foundation of Ausuble's approach. So it explains how new information is observed into existing knowledge. In this process, new ideas are subsumed or incorporated into the learner's cognitive structure. So instead of learning things separately, learners connect new concepts with previously learned ones. So this not only organizes knowledge, but also strengthens understanding and memory. It's like adding new branches to already growing tree of knowledge.
That was very clear explanation. Now, from a practical point of view, how can teachers apply this theory in classroom? Like, what will be the educational implication of whatever you explained? What will you do as a teacher?
Okay, so that is a very important aspect and a very good question. So there are several ways educators can apply Ausuble's theory effectively. So the first thing is the teacher should access students' prior knowledge before starting a new topic. So the teacher should know what my student know about this topic at the very base level or a prior level. So they should focus on explaining concept clearly rather than just encouraging memorization. So it's not like the teacher comes in the class and just says that learn this answer and that's done. It should be like the teacher should be explaining why the answer should be learned or what is the actual importance of that answer. So using examples, analogies, and real life situations can make learning more meaningful. So teachers should help students build and organize their cognitive structure, like general to specific, and that's how their cognitive structure will be built up. So regular revision and linking of the topic should be encouraged to strengthen their understanding.
Thank you so much, Srushti, for sharing such a clear and valuable insights with us. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We hope you enjoyed the podcast and learned something new. Thank you.
Thank you.